I remember years ago where people were talking about breast augmentation, tummy tuck, liposuction. These days it's all about BBL. BBL has taken over the world. You know, it is said that BBL is one of the most dangerous plastic surgery you can ever think of. So if this is going to entice you to know more, stay here, click on the subscription button and turn on the notification. Let's dive right into the video. Hello guys, welcome back. How is everyone doing? Please consider subscribing and clicking on the red button if you're coming over here for the first time. We are going to be talking about the things that doctors are not telling you about BBL and the things that you need to know on your own before you think about doing BBL. So I call this video the epidemics of BBL. Most people are talking about BBL. Even 18 years old are talking about BBL. 70 years old is talking about BBL. Most of the social media is taken over by BBL. I remember years ago when models used to be a size 0 to size 3. Now, models are curvy women. Most people want to be curvy, especially black people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does it mean that the white people don't want to have curves? We black people, we are born to be curvaceous. But as the world seems right now, we want more. Black people want more. Why? This is one of my questions. So if you know the answer, type in your comments because I want to read your answers. Now, let's talk about what doctors are not telling you. Do you guys know that most of the time when fats are being transferred into your hips and your buttocks, first of all, BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift. So when most fats are being transferred from another area of your body into your hips and your tush, by the way, fats are only supposed to be transferred from two parts of your body to your hips and your tush. I will leave the clip towards the end of this video so that you guys will hear from the doctors. And what happens, they say that so many people get addicted to plastic surgery because you go once, you want to go twice, you want to go 3 times without doing your research. So do you guys know that when fats are transferred from one part of your body into your hips and your tush, very minute percentage of those new fat cells stay with the old fat cells. If sometimes the old fat cells will not agree with the new fat cells and they will attack the new fat cells, and when they attack the new fat cells dies, and then your body, whatever you injected in your bum and your hips, will begin to wither away and you begin to have dimples. And the only way to fix that, according to my research, guys, I am not a doctor. I just had my surgery done 6 weeks ago, and I've been reading and coming here and telling you guys what I find out. If you want to watch more of the chronicles of this surgery, this is, I think, the 10th video I am doing about this surgery. Is called The Chronicle of Santo Domingo. You go to my channel, you click on that playlist, and then you can watch all the videos. So when the old fat cell, the adipose tissue, doesn't agree with the new fat cells, they die. And the only way you can fix that is to do another surgery, take out the old fat cell, take out the dead fat cells, and then replace them again with the new fats that you inject that you take away from another part of your body and put in your hips on your butt. But really, how many times are you going to be going back and forth? Don't get me wrong, some people do that one time and voila, they don't need to go back again. But when you keep going back without doing your research, you miss out a lot. You waste your money by going back and forth to do plastic surgery to replace trying to fix the mistakes. You put your life at risk by going back and forth to fix what you should have done at the first time. I'm not here to condemn anybody or to promote anybody. What I'm telling you guys is that if you are thinking of doing plastic surgery of any form, kind and shape, you need to do your research. So many people has gone to plastic surgery and they don't get the results they want, and they blame the doctors. No, you shouldn't blame the doctors. As long as the doctor is certified as a plastic surgeon, it is your job and your responsibility to do your research and bring it to the doctor and ask your questions. Doctors have so many people, so many patients, so many things to do. Do you think that a doctor has time to answer your 1 million questions? No, you need to go and read. Watch all the videos that you're supposed to watch. In this platform, YouTube, there are so many videos out there. There are so many people who give testimony. I am not saying that because it worked for me or it didn't work for me that is going to work for you. Everybody is different. You need to consider your age, your body type, your tugur, like the elasticity of your skin. And as you get older in life with BBL, your elasticity begins to deplete, to go down. So I've watched so much videos where people are saying, especially doctors, like I said, I'll play the video towards the end of this video. Nobody knows what is going to happen if you're in your 20s or 30s, and you do the BBL. Remember, it's a foreign body. Even though it is from your body into your body, it is still considered a foreign body to that area of your body. What happens 10 years after you do that? Nobody knows. What happens 20 years after you do that? The fats can begin to melt away, to deplete, to shift from one area to the other. Also, think about that. Like I said years ago, models are from size 0 to size 3. These days, if you don't have curves with most companies like Fashion Nova, you cannot be their model. So the pressure is out there for most people to have the curves. The pressure is out there. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Are you doing your research? Are you trying to be blaming a doctor? Are you trying to blame another YouTuber or another influencer? The ball is on your court. Do your research. Read. Every information is on Google. Every information is on YouTube. Go out there, do your research, and bring your questions to the doctors. The doctors will not tell you 50% of what is going on. When you come to the doctor is not going to tell you that when they put fat in certain area of your body, that the fat cells in that area might not accept the new cells and the new fats, and the new fats will die. No doctor is going to tell you that. It is your job to bring this question to the doctor and ask the doctor. When you ask the doctor will answer you honestly to the best of his knowledge. Guys, I will play this small clip for you guys. You watch this clip, you do your judgment, and I wish you guys all the best.
The BBL, very popular procedure. Very, very popular procedure. There's also a high rate, when I go through the research in talking about it, of young women losing their lives, having serious complications, specifically around embolisms, fatty embolisms. Do you want to talk to the viewers and tell them what is this potential risk? What is the procedure? How often it happens? And what your recommendations would be on something like that?
So BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift, and essentially it is taking fat from a different part of your body and injecting it into the butt. And upwards up until a few years ago, we thought that this was the safest way to enhance the buttocks. And as we know, our society and our culture, it's really focused on the derriere. Unfortunately, studies have now shown that it has the highest mortality rate, death rate, in all of plastic surgery. There was a study that showed that literally 1 in 3,000 women who undergo this surgery die from it.
And these are healthy pre-screened women. So these aren't
healthy,
like
these are young women,
folks.
and often they're young women of color who want to undergo this operation. So I don't think that it's not a safe operation. I think there are unsafe ways to perform it. And in general, there are plastic surgeons around the country who do, that's almost all they do is Brazilian butt lifts. And they do it very safely because they know where you can inject the fat, which is in the subcutaneous layer, which is above the muscle, and where you don't inject the fat, which is below the muscle. But where I caution patients is to be very careful if the person who's doing it on you is not a true expert in it. You don't want somebody dabbling in your butt. You want only a true expert to do it, because when somebody's dabbling and they don't know those planes very well, that's when people die. That's what a fat embolism can be, is you get fat that is injected into a blood vessel and it goes right to your heart and your lungs, and you die like that. You know, as you know, Dr. Mike, it's crazy how fast people can die from it. And the even worse thing is these are young, healthy women who undergo this operation. It's scary.
It's scary with young, healthy women losing their lives from an elective procedure. That's something that people really need to take into consideration. What about complication rates with BBLs, liposuction? How long does it last? Because, you know, a lot of patients think they get it one time, they're good. Well, no, if you don't continue that healthy lifestyle, it's not as simple. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, I think the issue with the BBL too is that, you know, some doctors are injecting massive quantities of fat into the buttocks. Now, when you're young and you've got young, tight skin, and somebody injects a liter of fat into each butt cheek, your skin may be good to hold that up. But as we all know, as we get older, that skin gets looser and those ligamentous connections get stretched out and they're not as strong and taut as they used to be. And what we don't have are examples of how women are 20 years later, 25 years later, after a Brazilian butt lift, where a liter or a liter and a half of fat has been injected into their butt. How's it going to look like at that point? Is your butt going to be sagging over the backs of your thighs? You know, what's it going to look like? You have to, whenever you consider these procedures, really take into account kind of, you know, how you're going to be later on. It's funny because I get...
Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.